Hello, my name is Heike Bartels. I'm a classical dancer with a degree in business, and my personal story has led me to profound investigations about where our physical issues really come from and what we can do on physical, mental, and emotional or spiritual level to overcome them. This video is about what happened to me physically this year because I would like to share this story because it is really showing how we can overcome challenges when we have faith and believe that we are guided, that we allow ourselves to grow beyond what we thought were our limitations in actually each and every aspect. When on the 10th of February this year, all of a sudden my legs just refused to go up. They just went up to knee height, like 45 degrees for all the dancers. It was devastating for me because it was also coming with an amazing pain. So my body was actually refusing to move from one moment to the other. For 2 weeks I was forced to stop totally. I could hardly move at all. I was only doing physiotherapy 3 times a week. And the tension was so severe that it even pulled my sacrum out of position. And people who know what the sacrum stands for know then, okay, that's the emotional center, and everything was absolutely out of balance. So, thank God, I have been studying so much about how you heal yourself so far, and I have this workout that I developed myself, and I understood here was my challenge and here was my chance. I always see everything that comes my way as positive and as a help with the intentions I send out to the universe. The universe knows what I want to achieve or what I would like to experience, and I know that it brings on the necessary to do so. So I knew this was not a punishment, but an opportunity for me in each and every aspect. So on the physical level, I could now find out how it feels to work with my own workout, to get better, to do everything very consciously, which I before had not always been doing because, we don't take the time to really feel our bodies quite often in training. It just has to function, it has to work. And okay, when I did my own workout, when I gave classes, I was working differently, but I was not always working in the new way when I was doing my own training. So also, thanks to the new possibilities that we have nowadays on the internet, of course, I did not only my own training, I also had checked out other ballet companies and what kind of training and workout they did, and anything that I could, from when I was allowed up to 2 weeks, that I could do, that I could find and that I found was helpful in any way, I was trying, and I tried it in a different way, and I'm so grateful because I've also learned so much from that. And I did ballet workouts in a way and ballet bars in a way that was so slow, with such an awareness as never in my life. Of course it was frustrating being a professional and then do everything in slow motion and not be able to go further and be so stiff as never in your life. And then also having all these people telling you, oh, don't you think anyway that at your age you should stop and you should think about retiring, or oh, if you go on like this, you'll lose all your flexibility and you'll never be able to come back, and to blah, blah, blah. Sorry, to say this. I'm not going to judge. I know it was all well-meant advice by everybody. But of course it was not what I needed. So I was trying to really get focused, to trust that God knows what I need, or source, whatever you want to call it for yourself. And that, of course, I must go out the way with my mind thinking, oh, today it has to be like this. It has to be better than yesterday. No, focus on the progress and on each and every tiny progress. And of course, it was also a big challenge that I was so much in pain. I could hardly walk without pain. And normally I'm a very active person. I'm always doing something. And for the first time in my life, I was thinking about whether I should take the walk or not because it was so painful. Every step was so painful. I didn't sleep at night. I lost weight because of that. So painkillers didn't help. So there was like no escape from the pain. So I also, apart from really focusing on the progress, trying to not listen to the voices telling me all this, what I before mentioned, I really tried to work on my emotional standard. So I asked my body, why are you as you are? And my body said, I'm just trying to make sure that you're not going back to that class which you know is not it's not suitable for you. I had chosen to take a class where all the people who do performances in this area go to, and I had thought or agreed together with my spiritual master, who was a shaman and who really helped me so much to keep up the faith and telling me it's only tension. You have no injury. It's only tension. Keep up the faith and it will reduce slowly. Well, so I asked my body, why doing this? And it said to me, Heike, I'm just trying to make sure that you're not going back to that class. This class is not for you and you know it. You are a teacher and you are a teacher's coach and you understood that we're living in a different time and that we have to do training in a different way and different approaches, and this is not your way. Right. Then I asked it the next question. What do you want me to change? And it said, you do what you do with love, but it's now about just doing what you love. So I understood that from also my own training and the educational training I had received from a college to become a professional dancer was a norm for me, and all the suffering that was there and telling us, you have to go through this and then you'll be successful and this is the only way. It is not the only way. It is the way from the past paradigm, and we're now living in a new paradigm. And so my body said basically to me, I am willing to do anything for you in dance, but you have to love it. So you only from now choose what you love, and you have in mind that there's never a happy ending to a painful journey. It must be a happy journey. So I understood that, and I understood where it came from. And the third question I asked my body was, who do you want me to forgive? Or who do I have to forgive? And it said, forgive yourself, because you didn't know any better. You had been educated this way, and I understood something very important. My conscious mind understood, and this is how I teach and this is how I coach. My conscious mind understood the new paradigm and how you have to be as a teacher and how you achieve great results, because I've always had them. Now I saw some students of mine when I was traveling And it's 13 years that they had classes with me. They recognized me immediately and they said, can we have classes with you again? First question, after saying hello, is it you? Amazing. So what can I say? I know it, but my subconscious mind never got the message, and my subconscious mind chose that class. So that's also something that's important. Not even my spiritual teacher, who can very clearly state whatever is the necessary thing to do. He said to me, in 4 months, this class has given you everything you could, so after 4 months, you leave and you'll be fine. And I had 3 months and 2 weeks, and my body said, no, I'm not having this any longer. So I have really learned, of course, I also had to emotionally deal with this conflict of not blaming the teacher for treating me as he did, for not, he actually tried to treat me quite well, but in comparison to what his norm is, but of how his training is and how he is, yeah. It was not to blame anybody, but taking on my responsibility for my healing and to take it step by step by step by step. And that was actually what I did. Focus on the progress, trying to listen to people who was helping me, supporting me, learning so much about exercise, learning so much about my body, as I would never have had the chance to learn. I have received an awareness of my body and of my body being energy and of my surrounding energy and how to work this together that I could never have gotten in any different way. So I am entirely so grateful for this experience. When I'm now doing my training, it is so different. I am doing it with an inner joy, and also the festival of dance and courses, workshops where I went to in summer really helped me because I got checked by professionals to see whether I was in alignment, and there was one thing where I had to go through the pain and I was not sure of. That was very helpful that I got checked on that. And now I have a massagist and an acupuncturist apart from my spiritual master. And he said to me lately, you have aligned your body totally now. This is amazing. Yeah, of course. I use that. I mean, people who have seen my videos before know that I had a severe spine injury for 33 years with all these blockages, and it was never discovered, which actually hindered my career. But now it is amazing, and this is why I'm making this video now, to just tell you everything is possible. You just have to believe in that there is a source bigger than you who can make it, because who knows it and who can do it together with your body. The only thing you have to do is to be willing to change, to be willing to learn, and to be willing to get out the way. Because if you start thinking how things have to be, it won't work. But as I'm trying to say, I have not only my flexibility back, I see that there is more flexibility in my body, and I'm amazed. And there's not only more flexibility in my body, there's a lot of other things more in my body that are coming out that I never thought I would be able to get done in this lifetime. Remember, everybody tells me, do you not want to retire? Don't you think it's time? No. My body tells me the opposite. And the spiritual master and clairvoyant agrees. So, this was a long video. It was a very personal one because I could never have done it before I overcame this big challenge. So I really hope you enjoy this and you benefit from it, and it gives you as much benefit as it gave me. Love you lots, and see you soon.